Hi, this is Kat with Beadaholique, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to make the crystal waterfall earrings. Now, these beautiful earrings feature some lovely crystal drops from Preciosa crystal. So for today, I'm going to be using 4 different sizes here, and you can just see that I'm going to be working with a 9 by 18 millimeter. I also have some 7.5 by 15 millimeter. I have the 6.5 by 13 millimeter. And I also have the 5.5 by 11 millimeter. So that kind of gives you the range of sizes that we have here. And this is one earring here. And let me just go ahead and pick this up for you so you can see how those little crystals are just going to fall really nicely. And there's going to be a lot of beautiful movement as you wear a piece like this. So they're just going to kind of dangle all around. And we are going to create this earring using jump rings here. So because of the different sizes of crystals that I have here, I have 2 different sizes of jump rings that I'm going to be using. I have an 8 millimeter 20 gauge, and then I also have some 6 millimeter 21 gauge. And I'm going to walk you through how we're going to set all that up here in just a moment. And then I have a lovely little earring hook that I'm going to be using there. Now, in terms of tools, over here I have 2 pairs of chain nose pliers. Now I have my regular chain nose pliers and my bent chain nose pliers. But if you have just a chain nose plier and even a round nose plier, you'll be able to open and close those jump rings. So if you have everything ready to go, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to start attaching jump rings to each of these. Now to my largest one here, that is where my largest jump ring is going to go. So go ahead and come here, and we just want to give this a nice little gentle twist to open it. And we're going to slide on our crystal. There we go. And close that up. And we want to make sure it has a nice, good, flush closure. Sometimes on these bigger jump rings, you kind of have to wiggle it into place a little bit. There we go. All right, and now I'm just going to repeat that process for all of these little pieces here, all of my drops. Now the drops have very slim holes there, so sometimes you might need to just kind of work it through, but it should land nice and easy for you. Again, this is the 21 gauge that I'm using with 6 millimeter here. And I'm going to use the same size for all of these little briolets here. There you go. This is a really classic kind of style of earring. We do have other colors as well. You can choose from that by heading over to beadaholique.com. Just open that up. And this actually is a very easy project. It does look nice and complicated, which I sort of love, so you get all those beautiful compliments on your earrings. All right, just 2 more here. We're getting down to the little guys. Now you could also do this design using all the same size. You just wouldn't have that sort of tiered effect. And slide that on. Beautiful. All right, so now that we have all of our jump rings here ready to go, we're going to start and we're going to work our way up from the bottom. So onto that one jump ring there, I'm going to attach a 6 millimeter jump ring and close that up. Now, here's where it gets to look a little bit like, almost like a chainmail type of design here. So I'm going to open another jump ring here, and I'm going to slide on the next size up, and I'm going to slide on that jump ring, and then I'm going to slide on another jump ring there, or excuse me, that second crystal. So we have kind of a whole series happening there. All right. So now we're just going to close up this jump ring. And it helps to sort of just lay it down and keep everything sort of as they pile up there. So now I'm going to add another jump ring and just going to kind of pick it up like so. Close that jump ring. Again, lay it down. And I'm going to open up another jump ring. This is where it does start to feel a little bit like chainmail, like I said. All right, so we're going to do the next size. So we're going to hook on that one. And then we're going to hook on the jump ring that we just added. And then this one here. And we're going to close that up. And these jump rings are really helping to provide space so that it's not too clustered there in the middle. All right, so now one more jump ring. And sometimes it does help to kind of have it on your table and just sort of sneak that jump ring underneath. There we go. Close that up. And open. Slip this one on. And then slip on that jump ring I just added. And slip this one on. And before we close it up, we are going to slip on our earring hook as well. And then we can just close that up. And that is it. We are done. So now you can see that we have two beautiful pairs of earrings there, lovely little clusters, and they just have this lovely little sparkle to them, even though these are nice, clear crystal earrings. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. You can get all of these supplies and see even more tutorial videos by heading over to Beadaholique.com. And if you're new to our YouTube channel here, be sure to hit that subscribe button below to get all the latest from Beadaholique.